Today we are starting the second chapter of Physics, grade 9. Our last chapter was motion, in which we studied two kinds of motion, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Also, the important parameters of physics that we studied in detail are position, velocity and acceleration. Then, important graphs like position time graph, velocity time graph and acceleration time graph for both uniform and non-uniform motion. Here our chapter is force and laws of motion. We have already done a detailed class of force and effect of force. You will get its link from description box. Force is nothing but a push or pull. Pushing, hitting and pulling of objects are all ways of bringing objects in motion. One of the important effects of force is that force can be used to change the magnitude of velocity of an object. That is, to make the object move faster or slower. See this image. Here, a boy is pushing a trolley. Due to this push, the trolley is moving faster in the direction of application of force. See another example. Here we are applying a pull on the drawer, and due to this pull, the drawer got opened. In this image, the hockey ball is stationary initially, and when the girl is kicking that ball with her hockey stick, the ball will move. That means a hit or a force is able to make a stationary object move. Another important effect of force is that force can change the shape and size of an object. In this image, you can see that the size of the spring was small initially, and due to the application of force, the spring got expanded. And how force changes the shape of an object? See this image. On the application of force, the spherical rubber ball becomes oblong. Now, force can be divided into two: balanced force and unbalanced force. We can study it in detail. This figure shows a wooden block on a horizontal table. Two strings X and Y are tied to the opposite faces of the block as shown. If we apply a force by pulling the string X, the block will begins to move to right. Similarly, if we pull the string Y, the block moves to left. But if the block is pulled from both the sides with equal forces, the block will not move. Such forces are called balanced forces and do not change the state of rest or of motion of an object. If the force is of different magnitude, then the block would begin to move in the direction of greater force. And now the force is said to be unbalanced force. What happens when some children try to push a box on a rough floor? If they push the box with a smaller force, the box does not move because of friction, which is acting in the direction opposite to that of the movement of the box. This friction force is arises between two surfaces in contact. In this case, between the bottom of the box and the rough surface of the floor. It balances the pushing force and therefore the box does not move. The children push the box harder, but the box still does not move. This is because the friction force still balances the pushing force. If the children push the box harder still, now the pushing force becomes bigger than the frictional force. It is shown like this arrow. Here the pushing force is higher than that of this frictional force. So the box will start to move. What happens when we ride a bicycle? When we stop pedaling, the bicycle begins to slow down. This is again because of friction force acting opposite to the direction of motion. In order to keep the bicycle moving, we have to start pedaling again. So we can conclude that only if an unbalanced force is applied on the object, there will be a change either in its speed or in the direction of its motion. In next class, we can study the 3 laws of motion. If you are watching my classes for the first time, please subscribe my channel and press the bell button to get the notification of my coming classes. Thank you.